and welcome to my channel. My name is Budgets with Elma, and today we are going to be starting over our savings. What do I mean by that? I will be counting all my challenges, my long-term ones, to put it in the bank. The money I've been saving for my end-of-year goal, I want to make my money make money for me, which means whatever I save, I will be putting it in my high yield savings account, which for me, I bank with SoFi. So if you need that, I will have the link in the description below, and they have a great enrollment fee that they give incentive when joining them, and I'll link all that information in the description below. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be counting my quarter savings. I'm going to be doing a big count of everything that I have saved for the quarter. And this is all the money I've saved previous to this month. Okay. So that means it is truly quarter two savings. So we're going to be counting, and then I'll let you know what I have saved from whom and where the money will be going, besides going to the bank, but what actual saving goal it will go to and how close am I getting. All right. So that is what I'll be doing. I am going to be condensing along the way because, again, I'll be putting the money in the bank, but I won't be using prop money. All right. But I will be using these, which are in the bank slips that I have created. I have multiple ones, different designs that are in my Coffee/Ko-Fi shop, and they are free. So I'll be using it just to put how much I am saving and how much I will be putting in the bank. Okay. And then this is the little folder where I keep my long-term challenges, the large one, 8x11. And then I have my actual saving challenge binder right here that I will be counting the actual amounts. All right. So we will be doing this one, saving challenge, going along with that one. We'll also be doing my month ahead savings. I will be pulling this and putting it in the bank as well, putting it in the actual sinking fund that I have that's called month ahead savings. And this will be going towards where it needs to go as well. And then I have my 52-week challenge that I'm doing to reach my emergency fund. And with this challenge here, I'll be able to save 1,378. But I want to count these first, and then we'll go from there. I also have a template in my Coffee/Ko-Fi shop, and this is it here. And it says completed saving challenges. I'm listing the challenges that I am doing for the year, and then I'm going to be totaling them up and see how much I have saved for this quarter. All right. So this is what we have here. My emergency fund, I just shared that amount with you. I have this one here from the Almost Organized Owl, and that is Nita. I have a total of this amount that needs to be saved, 2026. And then I have this one here from Nine Blossom. I believe her channel name has changed, so I will list it in the description below, and I'll be able to save 400. And then I have my 53-week challenge from Dr. Simple, and I'll show you that in just a second. And that one is a mystery. That's why there's no amount there, because it's endless what I can save. It's based on what I roll. And then this one here is from Susan from Windmill Ridge. All right. And this is her 2026 challenge. And the total I can save is 576. And then, of course, my month ahead, my overall amount that I need to save is 3,050. All right. So these are the ones that I need to save for. And today we're going to put what I actually saved. All right. And we're going to do just that. And then everything is going to go in the bank. This is not including, I just want to show you real quick, my 100 envelope tiny challenges. This I am doing throughout different Tuesdays or Thursdays on my channel, and that is a mystery as well. So this will not be added, but only the long-term ones. Okay, so let's get started. I have my pencil here along with my calculator. And if you need any prop money, I'm not doing prop money this time around, but once I'm done with the video, I may go back and put my prop money with these once I do my little slip here. And these are the prop money that I have, guys, in my shop. Again, I have different colors, different patterns. And this is ones. I have twos. I have fives. I have 10s, 20s, 50s. I also have hundreds. I have 500. And I also have 1,000. So I will go back and do that as well if needed. But for this video specifically, we're going to use just these to make it nice and simple. All right. So let's get started. All right. And this is my long-term challenge binders. All right, where I keep my funds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the challenge real quick, and then we're going to jump into the savings. So the first one we are going to be counting is this one here. And like I said, it is from Nita, from the Almost Organized Owl. And I started it since January. So we're going to be counting everything to that point. All right. And this is everything I have saved. All right, so far since doing the challenge. All right, so let's just mix it around. And because it's such a large amount that I will be counting, guys, I'm going to be counting it per challenge, adding it to my sheet, and going from there instead of counting everything towards the end. I mean, I could do that, but let's see. All right, so for this specifically, I was able to save, let's see here. Let me grab my calculator. That way you guys can see as well. All right, for this one specifically, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Okay, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right. So with Nita's challenge, I have saved 223. All right, and I'm going to add it on this side of the tray. And then we'll use my second tray if needed. It's a backup one. All right, and I'm going to put the money where it's going. Since I'm counting so much, I want to just go ahead and put it right on the cash tray and count it as we're going through the challenges, just to make it a little easier. All right, so we're not counting so much at the end. So for challenge number 1, I saved 223, and I'm going to write it here on my sheet, and that is for Nita's challenge. And we're going to move to the next. I think that's more simple. All right, the next one is, before I move forward, let me go ahead and put that right there and slip it right in here. That way we know that is going to the bank. The next one is, let's see here, it says 9 Blossom. And let's pull everything. Again, these little inserts you see here are in my Coffee/Ko-Fi shop. I do have all colors you can think of. So the next challenge we're moving to is the following. Is this one here. And this one is from 9 Blossom. And this is her 2026 challenge. I'm able to save 400 with it. So let's see how much we've done so far. Let me just fix the money. A lot of ones. So it's good that I'm counting it now so I don't have to count it towards the end. Okay, let's clear that up. For this specific challenge, all right, from 9 Blossom, I was able to save 30. Let's see, yes. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. These singles are bad condition, so they're sticking together. All right, so we have this one here at 58. And I'm just going to put it on the cash tray and pull out one of these. And we're going to put 58. And we're also going to put 58 on it right here. That's just to let me know. All right. And I'm going to put the rest of the money in the cash tray. That way we make it go smoothly. And hopefully this is not a long video. If I have to do a part 2, I will. But hopefully let's try to see if we can do just one. Again, this is the count up of the quarter of what I have saved. All right. So the next one is Dr. Simple Budget, which I've written here. I'm going to clear this up and show you that challenge, which all the content creators, I will link them in the description below. This is her challenge here, guys. I roll. You could use whatever die you prefer, okay? And she does it for the 52 weeks, which she mentioned it will be for this year. And there's winter, spring, and summer and fall. All right. And so I've only completed that portion because we still have more of summer to go. So let's see. So with hers, ooh, a lot of singles. So I am apologizing already. We count a lot of ones, but thank God we are doing it as we are going. So there won't be a lot counting towards the end. And I made an extra spot for more ones. All right. So for this one here from Dr. Simple Budget, I was able to save 20, 40, 60. Okay. So this is 10. All right, so we're at 70. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so that gives us 88. Let me go ahead and fill out my card. Okay, and put that to the side and put the money where it needs to go. Again, anything that I'm using, I will link it in the description below. If you need to grab it, use it on your own when you're doing your condensing, all right? Or when you're doing your unstuffing for any of your transactions, you could have this and put the money that you're going towards the bank. Or you can use prop money, which I have as well. Let me go ahead and write it down on my little slip. And that's the 52 week. And so far, I've saved, I believe I said, 88. All right, so far, so good. And I think I have one more. Is this one here. And this is from Windmill Ridge, Susan. Awesome lady. Everybody that I'm using their challenge is. Oh, before I do that, let me slip this in. Right here. And if you have counted what you saved for the quarter, guys, what was your saving amount and what is your key saving amount that you want to do for this year? All right. Let me know that in the comments below. Let's see if this can fit. Yep. All right. And then the next one is the following. And I'll show you that challenge real quick. And that is this one here. All right. Again, from Susan from Windmill Ridge. All right. So let's count, clear that up. We have 60. We have 10. And we have 2. All right. That did not go on correctly with the calculator acting like it's tired, like it got a job, okay? The only job you're doing is counting, okay? And that is easy. All right, so 20, 40, 60. And I just want you to see it, all right, as I'm doing it. 72. The calculator tripping, but I have 72 here, guys. 60, 70, 72. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Put that right here. I just wanted to show it to you on the calculator, but calculator tripping, so I'll just show it. All right, and 72 is what's going into the binder. And the reason why I want to do this, of course, is to make my money make money, but as well as I want to see the progress of my saving, as well as I don't want to leave a lot of money in the house, especially if you are, if you're new to my channel. My mom suffered a stroke. If you're a regular one on my channel, thank you for coming back. But you know that she is here staying full-time. She does have her own home and worked a full-time, but since the stroke, she cannot work anymore currently and may not work ever. But she is staying at our house, even though she has her own home. But in the meantime, she has a physical therapist coming, a speech therapist, an occupation therapist, and a nurse that comes in. And those people come any day throughout the week, morning, afternoon. So much people are coming in. I don't like to leave that much money in the house. I don't really know them like that. And it got to go. So I felt comfortable putting the money in the bank, getting rid of it out of the house. Only when I'm cash stuffing, I'll add new amounts, but I don't want to leave this large amount in here. So I had to make sure that the money go. And I just, got to get it out of here. Got to get it out of here because too much people coming in. Okay. So anyway, And then I have my siblings that come in too, which I don't have a problem with them, but I just don't like having that much money in, people coming to my house when I'm not home, especially during the day, because I work during the day and my siblings are here during the day, one of them. And then I come around 5 to 5:30, and then they go home and I watch her the whole day until the following. And then the weekends I watch her the whole day, of course. So that means when I'm not here, different people are coming in. I don't know who they are and things like that. So no, it cannot be here. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start counting the other amounts. Okay, so far you see it's going well. I'm going to now do my emergency fund and see how much I have saved so far in that section, because that's an easy one to do. And this is just a second. And y'all saw me hesitate a little bit because she was starting about to say something. And I'm like, listen, I'm recording. I already told you don't talk now. So anyway, let's put the money on the cash tray. And I mean my mom, guys, because she's usually in the area where I'm recording. So I may be moving that location completely upstairs and not in this extra room that I use, like my little guest room / office. All right, so with that one, let me see if I put in a card for that one. Let me double check in the, I'm not sure if I did one for that one. Let me double check. And okay, so I did. All right, so we're good to go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and count what we have in my emergency fund. And if the video gets cut off from me using all my storage, memory, then I'll do a part 2 if I need to, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and count this. Now for my, let me just show you real quick. This is my 52-week challenge. I will be able to save 1,378. I've already put in the bank already January, February, March, and April, and May, and June. I now have money in July, some in August, and I think I have some as well in the month of October. So we're going to pull all that out. For the one that's already in the bank, that is a total of 153 already in the bank, okay, out of the 1,378. So just a heads up. So those why, that is why you see the fully funded dashboards. Again, in my shop as freebies if you need it, guys. All right, so I just pulled out, I believe, July. What was that, July? Or was it June? Let me see. Yes, I think it probably was June. Let me double check. Let's see, 80, 90, 95. Yes. Okay, so this one is June. So we're going to total that up. For June, I know I already have 98, and that is what I have here. Okay, and I'm just going to put this on the cash tray because I know I have 98 for this one. Keep that there. And let me know what is your key amount for your emergency fund, guys. All right, so we have 98 done. So I'll leave it like that. And I'm not going to do in the bank one because, all right, because it's fully funded, the actual envelope, okay? So, or let me see. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay, I'll just leave it like this just to let me know. All right, the next one is for July. And for July, we should have 114. So let's see. Yes. And there we do. So I'm going to do plus 114. So that gives me 212. All right, we're almost done. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so that is what I have here. And again, this is fully funded. The next one is the following. I have this one here, and it is 31, 32, 33. And that is what I have here. So I'm going to just put in the totals. Plus 31, plus 32, plus 33. That gives me 308 saved so far in my emergency fund. Okay, so that is okay. I'll be adding in a bank slip for this one because I didn't fully fund it. I'll add those after. Actually, let me put it sideways just to represent that so I'll know later. And then this one here, we have 40. Okay, so we're going to do plus 40. That gives me 48. And I'm going to place this like that to the side as well. Just to let me know. And then the money's here. All right, so that is that. And so I have 348 saved in my emergency. 348. And then I have, I believe, let's see here. We have $53, 153 in the bank. That gives me a total of 500 in here so far. All right, but this is bank and this is cash. I just need to know that. All right, so I'm going to total everything. All right, from this point. And I think for the month ahead, I won't add it in this amount. Or maybe I will if I have time, because I want to actually cash condense this one. All right, so I think I'm going to save this one for cash condensing. Okay, and I'm going to abbreviate. So I won't do that one in today's video and just continue saving that one. But for all the regular long-term savings, we have, okay, 501. And now that I know that amount, I'm going to place it here. Oopsie, 501. Okay. 501. I hope you can see that, but I'll fix that after off camera. All right, so I have 501. Now what I want to do is I want to stuff as much as I can into my emergency fund and see how much I can knock out. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to total all of these. First of all, let me total what we saved so far. So that's 348, 223, 58, 88, 72. That gives me, oh, that's a good amount. Okay, so that gives me 789. That's so good. Okay, that's what I have currently now with everything. What I want to do is I want to total with this amount here. So the 789. I'm gonna minus the 348 of what I already have in. Actually, that's not the amount. Sorry, guys. 789. All right, minus 501. All right, so what I'm going to do, actually, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I have 5 in here. So out of 1,378, that's what I should do. I'm going to minus this amount here. That gives me, let me write that in. Okay. And then so we need a total of 877 to fully fund that. So I'm going to go ahead and minus these out and get close to what I can. So we do that. All right. So we have that. We're going to minus 58, minus 88, minus 72. All right. Leaves me with 436 to fully fund. Okay, the emergency. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and took what I've already saved in these challenges here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I totaled them up and then I minused it from the the 1,378. All right, which means I needed 877 to do that. I went ahead and minus all of these out, and I now need $436 to fully fund my emergency fund. All right. But overall, I was able to save $789 with my long-term challenges. Thank you for watching my video. I know it was a little crazy, and all of that is going to the bank. With that being said, my name is Budgets with Elma, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.